Hello, this is author Shuwanna White at A Talk With Me, and today we're going to be discussing my book, A Talk With Me. I have a couple of questions from a few emails that came in that want to know how did I survive or did I stay in my marriage. Well, let's start with Jacqueline Montez. She says, I have been in a relationship for 7 years and my boyfriend still wants to commit. Should I leave? Well, Jacqueline, this is my thing on that. If he doesn't want to commit, then you have to ask yourself several questions. Is it worth staying? Do you think he'll ever commit? Do he really love you? Is he in love with you? See, I learned in my book, It Taught With Me, that my husband really didn't love me or was in love with me. So I decided to leave. I did not stay, you guys. I know in my book I said to stay and endure to the end, but hey, God does forgive. So my thing to you, I would say this. If he doesn't commit in a certain amount of time, you say you've been with him 7 years, then leave. Then maybe you'll find a king that fits your queen status. All right, let's move on next to Angela. Angela says, my husband has cheated with my best friend of 12 years. Should I leave the both of them alone for good? Well, Angela, you're a good one. Honey, I've been cut both of them off. But no, seriously, I have one friend that I call a best friend. I've been knowing her for 23 years. I don't think that she would try me like that, but if she did, I would cut her off. Of course, I would cut him off because there would be no more trust there. I feel like once you cross that line, it's no coming back. So that depends on you. Yeah, you can forgive and forget, but at the same time, will that person continue to take you for granted? Will they take that as another opportunity to, do it again? Or will they actually change? So that comes through, I think, prayer and just making a major decision for your own life. Because at the end of the day, make sure you are happy. All right, let's go to Sam. Sam says, I stayed with my wife after she had several affairs on me with her baby's dad. I have forgiven her, but I don't trust her. When is enough enough? Now, let's see. Sam, how do you deal with the baby dad being in your wife's life? Do you guys have a good relationship? Do you get along? Do y'all talk, y'all communicate? Are you allowing that door to be open with him and your wife? Well, I wouldn't stay. I'm sorry. This is 2017? No. Because first of all, if she's still messing with her baby's dad, then maybe the chemistry in that relationship never ended in a jump. So I think that you should move on, let her have him, and you find you somebody else that's qualified and deserve a king like you. Okay. We have one from Marlena Powell. Now, this is a very special one. When I read this email, I saw myself in this. So I'm going to kind of emphasize on it a little bit more than I did the other couple of emails. She says, I married a man who doesn't like my kids. I'm trying to make my marriage work. But no, he's not coming with my kids or trying to communicate with my kids. So what should I do? Leave. I was married to a guy. I'm not going to call his name. And I have forgiven him, but he did not like my oldest son. And my oldest son was 19 at the time, and we all staying in the same house. He would come home and visit from college, and he wouldn't speak to him, wouldn't say anything to him. And, I would ask him, why you don't speak to my son, and why you don't this? And he would always tell me, your son don't like me, and he's supposed to speak to me. Well, first of all, you're the stepdad, okay? So I think you should be a role model and be an example for him, because you're not his father, and he's not going to respect you unless you give him a reason to respect you. So, Marlene, the answer to your question is, should you try to make it work with him? It's possible. I stayed almost 4 years. But at the end of the day, nothing ever changed. So, should you pick your kids over your husband or your wife? No, I'm not saying that. But, when you marry, you're supposed to endure what? For better, for worse, all of that good stuff. Tell you what, your kid's going to be there, and a man or woman may not. So, leave. Now, the moral of this story is, I know y'all saying, oh, Shuwanna, you just being negative. You saying leave on all of them. Okay, I have a couple more questions that I want you guys to jot down, get back with me on my next show, and just think about these questions out of my book, again, A Talk With Me. It's called, Does He Love Me? Why did he marry me? Does he like children? Does he know Jesus? Do I know Jesus? Are we both willing to try to make it work? When's enough more than enough? Should we separate? Do I cause the problem in a relationship? If I stay, will I be a fool? Now, ladies, you can answer every question, but when you do, make sure you are having a talk with you. God bless you all. May the strength of God strengthen you along the way. Now, if you have any more questions that you would like to send to me, feel free to contact me at shuwanna.white@yahoo.com. Again, that is shuwanna.white@yahoo.com. And I'm going to spell my unique name for you guys. SHUWANNA.white@yahoo.com. And you guys have a blessed day.